Picture it. You wake up tomorrow, and money is just gone. No cash, no cards, no Venmo, no, we'll take it up with accounting. So how do you get breakfast without turning into a full-time barter goblin? Let's set the rules. In this what if, money doesn't exist anywhere. Not dollars, not crypto, not gold coins, not even store credit. You can't price things. You can't save up. You can't pay rent. The concept of money is deleted like a bad app. At first, this sounds kind of dreamy. No bills, no student loans, no awkward who's getting the check moments. And then, around hour 3, you remember one tiny detail. Society runs on people doing stuff for other people, because they get paid. So what happens first? Step 1. Stores go weird immediately. Grocery stores don't have price tags anymore, which is great. Except the whole system for deciding who gets the bananas is now vibes and chaos. People will take what they can, because there's no reason not to. Not because everyone is evil, but because uncertainty makes brains do panic math. If you don't know when food will show up again, you grab extra. Warehouses and trucks are next. Truck drivers don't get paid, so why drive? Maybe some will still do it out of pride, kindness, or because they like driving, but the schedule collapses. Fuel still exists, but refineries need workers. Workers need food. Food needs trucks. It's a giant loop. And money used to be the thing that kept the loop spinning, even when you didn't personally know the guy making your toothpaste. Step 2. Jobs turn into favors. Your boss can't pay you, so your job becomes a social request. Hey, could you keep the servers running? It would be super helpful, and you might say yes. For a while, especially if you like your team, or the work feels meaningful. But the moment work feels pointless, miserable, or dangerous, it gets a lot harder to convince people to do it. And we've got some extremely unglamorous jobs that still have to happen, like sewage treatment, garbage pickup, night shift hospital work, mining, cleaning the grease trap at a restaurant. Stuff nobody does for the vibes. Step 3. We reinvent money. But pretend we didn't. Because humans hate unclear trading. If I fix your sink, and you give me 3 loaves of bread, that's fine. Until I realize I am gluten intolerant, and now I am holding the world's least useful currency. So communities will start using tokens, or points, or favor tickets. Not money, of course. Totally different. This is a friendship rectangle that just happens to be tradable and limited and accepted everywhere. Congratulations, you invented money again. Even if everyone agrees. No, seriously, no money. We still need a way to decide who gets scarce stuff. Like medicine during a shortage, or a spot in a safe building during a storm. Without prices, you end up with lines, rationing, lottery systems, or the loudest person wins. None of those are automatically fair. They're just different kinds of unfair. Now for the big reveal. The truly surprising part. The biggest problem isn't that people get greedy. It's that coordination falls apart. Modern life works because you can cooperate with strangers at huge scale. You can eat an orange in Ohio because someone in Florida grew it, someone else packed it, someone drove it, and none of them needed to personally trust you. Money was the universal. I will help you now because I know I can trade this help later. Remove that, and society doesn't instantly turn into Mad Max, but it does shrink. You get a world of smaller, tighter groups, more local production, more sharing, more I know the person who made this. That can be beautiful. It can also mean fewer choices, less specialization, and slower progress on big projects. Because building a bridge, or running a space program, or making smartphones requires thousands of people doing tiny tasks that don't feel heroic. Money is what lets you say, please spend 8 hours making one specific screw, and in exchange, you can still live indoors. So what's the takeaway? If money vanished overnight, we'd scramble. We'd rely on trust, relationships, and local systems. We'd also accidentally rebuild money. Because the problem money solves is real. It's the tool that lets millions of strangers cooperate without constantly negotiating who owes whom a chicken. Money isn't the only way to organize society, but getting rid of it doesn't get rid of scarcity, work, or hard choices. It just changes how we argue about them. If you enjoyed this little reality-bending thought experiment, hit like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, what's the first thing you think would break if money disappeared? A restaurant's rent, or the entire concept of free shipping?